Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On. It is absolutely lovely to be sat here and lovely to see you. I hope you're all really very well, and I really do. It's been some time, hasn't it? It was before Christmas when I did my Christmas home tour. Well, I showed you the decorations that I put out. I actually had some great feedback off that, so thank you so much to those of you who watched that. I thoroughly enjoyed decorating this year. It took me such a long time last year. It took me such a long time. But you know, I'm looking after mum, and what I was doing was I was at night time focusing on these little projects and it just turned out absolutely beautifully. So thank you to those of you who left those lovely comments and joined me for that. Today's video is a Temu haul. We're going to have a catch up later and I'm going to get on with the Temu haul literally because there's people that will have come just for that. But I'm changing a few things. I'm doing the kitchen. I'm going to do some DIY in the kitchen. I am going to refresh the bathroom, but only with objects, you know, decor and stuff in the bathroom, but in the kitchen it's going to be DIY. So I'm changing that. I'm changing also some of my appearance sort of thing, in the fact that I always wear leggings. I'm always in leggings. You know, I get out of my yoga gear and I get into a fresh pair of leggings, you know, that I would wear every day, not what I would do yoga in. And it's got to change, guys. Yes, they're comfortable, but what I'm finding is the things that I am looking at now, the wide leg joggers and the wide leg trousers and stuff, they're just as comfortable, if not nicer than, well, they're definitely nicer, they're definitely dressier than leggings. So let's start with these pants. It's a good place to start, isn't it? These are like a brown trouser, but they are there is like a two-tone to them, if you can see that. They've got pockets. They're like a work pant trouser. They've got pockets, really nice, quite deep. They've got an elasticated back, which is really quite good, and I just really like them. I love the colour. The colour goes with, because there will be another haul after this, the colour goes with a pair of trainers that I picked up from the sales with my Christmas money. Now, I was very generously given some Christmas money, and so there is another haul after this. Wide leg, that's quite a nice wide leg, and they hang so lovely. The material is such that they hang just lovely on the top of the trainer. Yeah, because you know, I still want that comfort, because you know, at present I'm looking after mum, and sometimes it requires, well, who doesn't want comfortable footwear anyway? But anyway, I haven't got the price of these, and they've probably gone up, down and back up again. I don't know. You know what Temu's like for pricing, and also you can find them cheaper if you buy from one seller. You often get another offer saying, you know, actually you can get them cheaper elsewhere. But they really are nice. I've tried them on, I like them, and I will show you further down the line of those, because I will do a video of when I've got enough clothes together to show. I will do a video of the new style that I have chosen. I mean, I'm not dashing out to buy new stuff, this, that, and it's as and when I come across it and when I feel super comfortable, because you know, I'm not a clothes horse. I don't like fashion as such. I don't dash out to buy the next piece of whatever. I have to be comfortable. Don't like being on show. I just don't like it. It's just not me. So as and when and I get them and I feel comfortable, I will definitely show you, because it'd be nice to have somebody else's opinion too. So yeah, so those were the pants, and then I got this to go with those. I got this beautiful cream top. Now it's only a plain and it's close fitting, you know. I think I've told you before, I like to show some of my silhouette. Simply because I don't feel as if I'm in proportion. Now that sounds mad, doesn't it? Show your silhouette if you're not in proportion. But the thing is, sometimes bigger clothes make me look bigger, especially on my bust area. It's like this cardigan I'm wearing today. I love the cardigan, that's why I'm wearing it, but it doesn't do me any favors because A, it's horizontal stripes, and B, it's a cropped one, so it squares me off. I've got an ample bosom, but I've found some wonderful bras. I found those back in summer last year, but now, you know, I've gone all out and I've replaced all my bras with these, and I'll show you those in the next haul as well, because they you know, I bought a couple of those out of my Christmas money. So this top is absolutely lovely, and I do believe anyway that if you're wearing a wider leg, you need a tighter fitting top, don't you? Because that would make it look more in proportion. So yeah, that's my theory anyway. I don't know if it's right, but we'll go with it. So this is lovely long sleeve. This feels like a mouse. It really does feel so because it's quite thick as well, believe it or not. And so it's perfect for winter. It's quite thick, and yeah, it just feels like a mouse. Can you see how, I hope you can see how soft that would feel, but it's absolutely beautiful. Love it. And it's the kind of top that I like to wear as well. So I got that in cream to go with those brown pants, and then I'll show you my footwear on the next haul. So I think that's all the clothing bits that I got, because like I say, I'm not dashing off out to, you know, get this, that and the rest of it. It's as and when I come across it, because me and Maxine were talking, and Maxine said, oh, I love clothes, and low battery, sorry guys, and I said I don't love them, because I just never feel as if anything suits me. So when I see something and I think, oh, I'll try that, then that's when, and I'm just getting a few bits and bobs together, and then I'll show you. So it will be just a try on. It won't be, you know, because these things might have been and gone by the time, you know, I get to put that video out. If indeed I do, if I feel comfy. Now, I should have taken these out of the bags. One tip is, now, I wanted something. I wanted some little white flowers. Now, I thought these were different than what they are. So, you know, there's some hits and misses in here. I'm going to get these steamed, and they're not, I think these are hellebores. I wanted them to be smaller than that, because I've left my 3 layers of garland, Christmas garland and lights on the mantelpiece. I've taken the berries out. I've taken, what did I have in it? I've taken the berries out, the ribbons off, of course, and I can't remember what else was in it, but I took the you know, I deconstructed Christmas basically, but left the first 3 layers on. So I got the Japanese cypress, I think it's Japanese cypress, I've got the trailing ivy, and I've got the, I'll flash a bit up on screen there, and I've got the Norfolk pine. So, you know, winter is, well, we're in the middle of winter, aren't we? But the snowdrops are starting to appear. These aren't snowdrops, no, these are snowdrops. Those are snowdrops. These, I think, are hellebores. Now, they do look similar, but I don't think they are. And they're mighty big snowdrops if they are. Those are going on a wreath, those are the snowdrops. They're going on a thingy. They need to go on my door. I haven't got anything back here as such, guys. I need to get myself sorted out. So I'm going to cut these down and just have them dotted around on the fireplace. So it's, you know, it's still winter, but we're starting to see a little bit of life coming back through. I've also got these mascari. These are beautiful quality. I love mascari. Grape hyacinth, absolutely love. This self-sets, which is bizarre really, because they're bulbs, but they do self-set. So yeah, if you have this, it will kind of spread throughout time, but I absolutely love a little bit of mascari, and you can see why it's called a grape hyacinth, can't you? So I got those in white, and I don't really want to cut them down, so I'll fold them down and put them in the garland too. Pardon me. And then I got some, now I thought this might be better quality. It's not too bad, but it's not absolutely exquisite. But I got this because I thought, oh, it'd go nice in that little jug there that I've currently got berries in, and a little bit of Norfolk pine, just to keep a little bit of decor out really. But I've got this, and they come with these 2 bunches in a pack there, like that, this lamb's ear. And I do love a little bit of lamb's ear, so I thought, oh yeah, that would look nice in that jug. And then when, you know, as the spring flowers start to appear, I can just pop, you know, a tulip or a daffodil or whatever. Now, on our field opposite our house, we have all our neighbours planted bulbs, and so over on the field by the trees we have got the snowdrops. They're making an appearance, they're just coming up, and then will come the crocus. Then around this edging right near me on our field, we'll get the crocus, and then straight after the crocus we'll get the daffodil, and then during the daffodil we'll get the tulips, and then over back under the trees we'll get bluebells, and it's absolutely lovely. I love that time of year, really do. And I don't know where I was going with that, so let's crack on. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm a bit rusty, guys, aren't I? So, going off that muscari, I got some pink muscari too. Only, I must have bought them off 2 different sellers, because you get 2 bunches of the pink muscari on this. One's come off. Yeah, you get 2. And they are beautiful. I will use these in an arrangement. So I will be doing some spring arrangements, spring and Easter arrangements. So do stick around for that. So yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful pink muscari. I must admit, I've never seen pink muscari in real life. I may have, and I've not paid attention to it, but I haven't. And it's normally generally purple that I see a lot of. This was a boo-boo, this. I saw this ivy. Now, you saw how beautiful that ivy was that I had in my fireplace, in my garland on the mantelpiece at Christmas. You saw how beautiful and the quality of that. Now, that was a plant. And I saw these, and these were vines, and I thought, oh, well, you know, because I've had a vine before from there. And it was absolutely stunning, out of this world. It even had the tendrils that would stick onto the wall, you know, because they're a climber or a trailer. And this is a boo-boo. I mean, I'll very quickly show you. And I could use it with something, but it's poor quality. It's so cheap. It's like that stuff that you get from B&M, and that's horrible stuff. And it's got a funky smell too, so we'll put that back in there and we'll say no more about it. It's not very nice at all. And then I got 2 of them as well. I actually think there was 2 in the price, but yeah, not good at all. I might hang them outside actually along the fence, in the, you know, when it starts warming up and we're going outside. I might do that, but I'm not having them in the house. They stink. They stink. Right now, right now, I got these. Now, you know, I aged my little CD cupboard, didn't I, into Victorian cupboard, and I had the postcards, the Victorian Christmas postcards, as pictures in the door. Well, obviously they're still in there, and I need to change them out. So I got some. I went on to Temu and I got some like vintage flowers. So you get I think maybe get 2 of each. I'm not sure, but yeah. So like vintage looking flowers. So I'll choose. That's nice. I'll choose a few of these. That's nice too. I think that might be maybe a campanula or something, I'm not sure. It's definitely a bell shape. There's some forget-me-nots. They're beautiful. I've got forget-me-nots on my, tattooed on my feet. Right, both feet. So yeah, so that was them. So that's just two, because I'm not painting that cupboard out. I'm leaving it as it is, and it's only in the corner, so it's quite inconspicuous anyway. But I do need to change postcards out, because I know the other ones are Christmas, so it'll neither my brain until I get those in. So yeah, I got those, which are they're pretty, aren't they? And then I got these posters for the frames. Now I showed you the Christmas posters. They're on canvas and they're really nice. And I had Christmas canvases framed. I put them in the frames, and I had them on that wall over there in the front section of the living room. And prior to that, I had these in. I'll show you. I had those, like this kind of colour. There was pampas, and I think there was some bunny tails in the other one. I've got 3 of these. And I thought, you know, after having a little bit of colour in them off the Christmas canvases, I thought, oh, I don't really want to go back to those insipid looking things. You go off things, don't you? I mean, I'll keep them. Of course I will. I'm not going to waste them. You know, I'll just keep them in the frame sort of thing for safekeeping. But I thought, no, I'm going to find some more, something colourful. And I came across these. Now, these are William Morris. Now, I didn't get them for William Morris. I know that some people go mad for William Morris, don't they? Well, not me. But I did love the colours. And I thought, yes, they'd look really, really nice. So they're going on the back wall. Down the bottom in the living room section. I'll show them you when I've put them up. But I just love those. I love the colours. William Morris, as you can see, and they're all in the same. I'm not showing you very well, am I? But I will show you when I've got them in the frames. They're just beautiful and bright, and I really, really like them. So yeah, I need to roll them up, guys, so just bear with a minute. Yeah, they're just beautiful. They come on a little roll like that. And that, like I say, they are canvases and such good quality. So yeah, they're going to bring something to that wall at the back of me where I sit on the settee. And just brighten that section of the room, because everywhere really is looking. I like colour, and apart from my red settees, now everything's cream and wooden, which is lovely. The wood is warm, as you can see. The wood is warm, but I just didn't want that. Like my curtains are cream now, and I've got cream shades and stuff. So I did want a little bit more colour injecting back into the room. And especially, you know, with it getting, have you noticed it's getting lighter? I have. Didn't take long, did it, after the 21st of December? Didn't take long at all. So it's around about 5-ish now, isn't it? Before it goes dark. And it's absolutely lovely, isn't it? It just lets you, it just allows you to do that little bit more, doesn't it? And it makes you feel as if you've got that little bit more to give and that little bit more time to spend, I think. So yeah, so sorry about that. I always go off on a tangent. And then I told you I'm going to do some DIY in the kitchen. I'm absolutely excited, and I'll tell you for why. Because I need escapism, and I've not got anything at the moment where I feel compelled to decorate anything, as in, you know, I did Christmas and I did autumn, and those were the times when I would come back from being with mum and I needed to decompress, and so I would come to this back table and I would create. But there's nothing, I haven't got that kind of creation going on. I've got a little bit of DIY creation going on, so I'm going to DIY that kitchen because it bugs me. And plus the fact it should have been done last year, because I had my new flooring done down in December, and I should have done the kitchen. Just never got round to it. And then Mum had that fall in August, and that's how long I've been going with that. So there's never been enough time and stuff. But what I thought to myself was, well, you were coming home and you were doing these little craft projects. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I can still do the same, but in the kitchen. And take my time with it, not rush or anything like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it from to, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, and I will be showing you that. I mean, I'm not going to be showing you step by step, but because, you know, like I say, it's a nighttime project, and when I do take my time, you'd be there all week. But yeah, so anyway, I've got two sets of cupboards. I've got a smaller one, and I've got a set of two in between the cooker on this wall here. So I thought I'm going to get some under cupboard lighting, and you know, these look really quite cheap, and they're USB. I'll get this one out because the ends broke off this one. They are USB rechargeable. You get the fittings. Let me show you. You get the fittings. They're magnetic. So you stick one. Now that comes with a little sticky pad, but I'm going to actually glue that onto the underside of the cupboard. You know, so that when I do pull it off to charge it, it's not gonna keep falling off, because you can never trust them. Plus the kitchen gets moist, doesn't it, when you're doing your Sunday dinner, for instance, with the pans and the steam. So it gets moisture and stuff. So to keep it secure, I will glue them pads on, and then there's your little magnet, and that will go on the underside of the light, and you just thingy when you know, stick it on when you've charged it with this little USB. So yeah, I really like it. Now I'm going to turn this on, but for some reason it flashes when you first, hang on, I got I'm on the wrong on the wrong end. It flashes. Oh no. And that's what it's like. I got the, I know you can't really see, can you? I got the warm white, and it, you know, so under my brew station, the cupboard under my brew station, that will be lit up, and then this will be lit up just at the back. So it's just going to give a nice soft glow in the kitchen, rather than having to have the big fluorescent strip light on. See, it is flashing. Oh, it's flashing because it's going off. Welcome back, Claire. Welcome back. Anyway, guys, so that's that. That's the Temu haul for today. I'm 24 minutes in already, so I'll do a very brief catch up, guys. I will be coming back with a haul, and I have got something that was sent to me that I will show you, because it ties in quite nicely with what I will be doing, you know, spring cleaning and things like that. Spring cleaning, DIYing, refreshing the bathroom. So it does tie in quite nicely with that. So I will bring it to you on that next haul video, which I hope will be very soon, because it's really hard at the moment. And I'll be honest, you know, like I say, because I'm not constantly at my mum's, not constantly, but she had that fall. I'm going to show you something else in a minute. She had that fall. She had a fall last week, another fall. She's falling about twice a month. Nobody seems to be doing anything. And I took her to a cardiologist appointment the other day, and he said, you know, we went for cardiology, which obviously is a heart, and we come out with 2 brand new legs, even though we didn't. Because he said, you know, he didn't want to mess around with her heart medication and all that sort of stuff, even though she's in heart failure. Of course she's in heart failure because she got cardiomyopathy. That's where I got it from. And I'm in heart failure too. So that stands to reason. Plus she's 87. But he said, your quality of life is ruined by your legs. and somebody needs to be sending you to a surgeon. And so I requested this with the doctor, and they said, oh, you know, well, we're getting occupational therapy. She's had one lot. Apparently there's two. There's two different types. So they're sending another type. And they're also sending the Falls team, who are physio, because they need to strengthen her legs. But not only do they need to strengthen her legs, guys, they need to find out what's wrong with them and what they can do about it. Do you know what I mean? Because they betray her all the time, and she's always falling over. She fell over 2 weeks before last Tuesday when she fell then, and me and Carl had to go and get her off the kitchen floor, and it's really stressful. Not only for me, but obviously for my mum. I mean, she tries to make light of it, and she hurts herself each time she goes down, and she tries to make light of it, you know, because she's worried, basically. Low battery again, I'm going to have to go in a minute. She's worried, and it's just very, very difficult. We're having quite a time, and to be honest, you know, it's not just mum. I am seeing friends suffer, and a dark side of life that nobody really wants to look at. But I'm not here to ask you to feel sorry for me, so please don't, because I don't like it. I don't like you know, the same reason I don't like trying clothes on. I just don't like being in the spotlight. I don't like it at all. But I'm just letting you know, I would love to be here twice a week. I really would, but it's not possible at the moment. But you know, please stick with me. Let's end this video on it, because I'm aware of the time. I don't want to keep you, because I could go on forever, and I'd love to catch up, tell you about Christmas, this, that and the rest of it, and hopefully I'll have that little bit more time when I come back with this other haul. I'm pointing here because it's right in front of me, because I'm not putting it away or putting it out until you guys have seen it. So hopefully that will be very, very soon, and I'll show you the thing that I've been sent, which I'm really happy with. Not used it yet, so I will use that in between now and then I can let you know how that works. But you know, this little mouse, I'm going to end it on a nice note. This little mouse, I'm just not one for attention, guys, that's all. You know, I know you might think, well, you're on bloody YouTube, so stop talking rot. But actually, I'm just not one for attention. I'm really not. I'm not keen. And I think it's just the way my brain works. Look at the difference in colour of... Oh, well. Gone are the days where I'm clogging my pores up with false tan. Not doing it. Just au naturel. Apart from loads of makeup on my face. God, I talk utter crap. Guys, let me show you. So here's the Christmas mouse that you know I absolutely love. And I told you, didn't I? There was a second part to it. Now, I didn't know this, and there's quite a series of them, and I'm going to start collecting them. So this is the bottom part of it. Now, it's come a little bit damaged there on the tree, but this is the bottom part. I haven't got the Yankee Candle toppers and bases. I haven't... Oh, yeah. Still got my perfect tree out. Absolutely love that. Discontinued, but I'm gutted. Absolutely love that. So I'll just turn it round that way. So there's your Yankee Candle, and you put it in the base like that. I'll show you this in a minute. And then you put your topper on when it's not in use, and that's how they go. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I've had this since my children were little, and I got it from a boutique in the next town over. Never even realised there was a second part to it until this year. And my children are adults now. So that's how long I didn't know. But yeah, and they go for an absolute song on, not a song, they're quite expensive on eBay. But I actually was lucky, struck it lucky with this, but maybe it was because it was damaged. But look at that now, these Christmas mice. They've still got the jingly bells on their tails there. The detail is absolutely wonderful, really is, of each little mouse. And the nuts and the gifts, and there's a little baby mouse. It's just absolutely beautiful. Really, really is. I'm so happy that I've got it. Now, I kept it out to show you, and that's the front again. Now, I kept it out to show you, and I will just be putting it in my candle cupboard down here, because I very often come at Christmas time looking for this Christmas mouse because I don't know which tub it's in. So I thought, well, instead of just putting them in tubs, I'm going to put them in my candle cupboard, because that makes sense, doesn't it? But I absolutely love that little set. I really, really do. I'm super, super happy with it. But I thought I'd show you that before I go. So anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I have to go anyway. Battery life is forcing me to leave. And I'll be back very, very soon. Do take care. Let me know how you are in the comments, guys, because, you know, it's been such a long time. And I don't know where you're at. I do know where some of you are at. Because you've messaged me, and my heart goes out to you guys too. So do take care. Let me know how you are, and that leaves me to say, I've been Claire, this has been Polly Put the Petal On. You are absolutely wonderful. You're beyond wonderful, because you know, you've been so kind and patient with me over these last few months that Mum's been poorly. So thank you for that. Do take care, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.